Hey there, bird lovers and nature enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into a story that's both alarming and fascinating: the rapid spread of the deadly H5N1 bird flu virus among Australia's native birds. Now, this isn't just any bird flu, it's a strain that's caused mass mortality events worldwide, and it's now making its way down under. So, what does this mean for Australia's unique bird population, and why should we care? Let's find out. First things first, the numbers are staggering. Over 80 dead and sick birds have been spotted off the South Australian coast, with 49 greater crested terns alone found dead at Bodan Rocks. And get this, 3 more suspected positive cases in greater crested terns, plus 3 silver gulls, have been reported. Now, that's a lot of birds, and it's happening fast. But what makes this really interesting is the timing. Just 6 weeks after the disease arrived in Australia, and already we're seeing mass mortality events. That's a rapid escalation, and it raises some serious questions. Now, I think what's really fascinating is how this disease is spreading. The fact that it's moving away from the coast and into inland areas, like Montato, suggests that it's not just limited to coastal bird populations. And that's a big deal, because it means that the disease could potentially spread to new areas and affect even more birds. But what makes this even more concerning is the role of silver gulls. These birds scavenge from dead or dying animals, so they can easily pick up the disease from other sick birds. And they are not just coastal, they can turn up in inland areas like Lake Eyre following floods. So, what this really suggests is that the disease could potentially spread to new habitats and affect even more bird species. Now, one thing that immediately stands out is the impact on Australia's unique bird population. With a high concentration of unique birds, many of which are susceptible to the disease, the potential for widespread mortality is huge. And that's not just a concern for bird lovers, it's a concern for the entire ecosystem. After all, birds play a crucial role in maintaining the health of ecosystems, and their loss could have far-reaching consequences. But what many people don't realize is that this disease isn't just a threat to birds, it's a threat to human health too. Bird flu can be transmitted to humans, and while the risk is low, it's still a possibility. So, what this really suggests is that we need to be vigilant and take steps to prevent the spread of the disease. Now, from my perspective, what's really concerning is the lack of control over the spread of the disease. The chief vet, Skye Froyen, says there's nothing we can do to stop it, and that's a scary thought. But what I find really interesting is how this disease is mirroring the experience in South America. Early detections, rapid increases in numbers, and mass mortality events in wildlife, it's a pattern that's playing out again and again. And that raises a deeper question: are we really prepared for these kinds of outbreaks? What this really suggests is that we need to be proactive in our approach to disease prevention and management. We need to be prepared for these kinds of events, and we need to be working together to find solutions. Now, one detail I find fascinating is the impact on bird watchers and the winter season. The best bird watching season in 10 years has been heavily tinged by the presence of birds carrying H5N1. And that's a sad reality, because it means that the beauty of nature has been marred by the threat of disease. But what this really suggests is that we need to be mindful of the impact of disease on our natural world, and we need to be working to protect it. So, what I think is really important is that we take a step back and think about the bigger picture. We need to be working together to find solutions that protect both bird populations and the health of our ecosystems. And that means being proactive, being prepared, and being vigilant. In conclusion, the rapid spread of the deadly H5N1 bird flu virus among Australia's native birds is a serious concern. With a high concentration of unique birds, the potential for widespread mortality is huge, and the disease could potentially spread to new areas and affect even more bird species. But what this really suggests is that we need to be working together to find solutions that protect both bird populations and the health of our ecosystems. So, what I think is really important is that we take a step back and think about the bigger picture. We need to be proactive, we need to be prepared, and we need to be vigilant. And that means working together to find solutions that protect our natural world. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. And remember, stay curious, stay informed, and let's work together to protect our natural world.